Oh,
wow.
Nice.
It's like Stranger Things season 5 all over again.
Citizens of the Reject Nation, it is time to see what Vought has in store for us today. We're diving into episode 3 after that 1-2 combo punch. We got knocked down. We got back up again. They're never going to keep us down. Speaking of which, how you feeling, John?
I'm feeling Chumbawamba, Coy. I'm excited. Shoot me up with that V. How are you feeling, Gregory?
You tub thumping?
Yeah. I'm good.
Passion.
Howard, yeah?
I feel like the baby on the cover of that album.
Oh, yeah.
Still learning.
I went Nirvana.
Still learning how to be on camera, sorry.
It's first day. Greg's first day. It's our new hire.
I feel like I botched this.
LG.
It's okay.
It's Lil Greg. What the Appliance extraordinaire. Let's watch the boys!
Is it church?
Oh, my.
Or not?
It's just someone's nice stained glass.
It's Russia.
Sucha. Freedom stick.
Да, это не похоже на это, иначе тюрьма ЦРУ, а? Правда, командование честно спросит. Заткнись.
Who's in Russia?
Dude, they have to have a Red Guardian of their own.
There's so many characters in the comic that are like Russian bad guys, but also the season 1 throwbacks.
Can I just place?
Damn, dude.
Nice.
Damn, it's like a vampire.
Who's the band on the flip?
I want this song.
Yeah, Ryan? It is Ryan.
Oh.
Wow.
Please, I have family. I love Imagine Dragons.
I'm sorry. No one can know I was here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's...
Imagine Dragon song was the theme song for season 3 trailer.
Soldier Boy, America's first hero, branded a traitor by the legacy media,
Oh,
scapegoated by
course.
Starlight.
He's creaming the coffee.
Since 1984, Soldier
my
Boy
God.
has been in Russia, working with our friends in the Kremlin to root out those sneaky traitors in Ukraine.
Turns out Russia isn't
Okay.
done.
Wow.
Putin.
We're grateful to Soldier Boy for his courage and sacrifice, and we hope that he can forgive us as he takes his rightful place on the set.
Oh my God.
Damn, dog.
Side by side.
It is my honor to present Soldier Boy with the first ever Democratic Medal of Patriotic Freedom.
DM.
Yep. Oh, what is this relationship gonna be?
Flashes, the Jesus flashes.
Boy, my poor sweet boy.
Elizabeth Shue.
Going back to the milk.
Needs his mama.
Also, very proud to say that this great hero is my father.
Whoa, what the fuck are you doing?
Is he protecting himself?
It's black, like the virus.
40 years out of spotlight, you still got it, huh? Sage tells me socials are
My God, that's huge.
blowing up. People magazine, they're calling us America's sexiest dynasty.
Hey.
I would never have sent you in there if I knew the butcher had the virus. I wouldn't have. I don't think I should be exclusively at fault here.
Lab results
So
are in.
awkward.
Come on.
Out of eject to breathe
Oh,
in.
shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, what, Samir?
What
Is it
about his
original
D-
recipe Gen V? Maybe not.
Something about his DNA.
He's got V1 in his bloodstream. Shit. V1? What is V1?
V1's 10 times more potent than today's formula. Only worked on a handful of early soups. You, Stormfront.
Who is Stormfront?
We'll get the show. He said, who is
Twice.
Stormfront?
I think you know her as Liberty.
He remembers her. We just set up
There's
the
our
show.
1950s show.
We just set up the show.
And multiple seasons of it confirmed.
This is the virus. Its spike proteins bind to the
man.
V receptors, kind of like gears meshing, but V1 is different. It looks like this.
It's like Stranger Things season 5 all over again.
This is Vought Tower.
V1 hasn't been in circulation since the 1950s, and I thought Soldier Boy was dead.
Now all I'm hearing is that this is unkillable.
Still take a Homelander?
No.
Broken mother's milk. No.
Am I immune too?
No, your embryo was shot up with plain old garden variety V.
But if Homelander got his hands on some V1, then theoretically, he'd be like Soldier Boy.
Now he knows to look.
Immune to the virus, maybe even immortal.
Bring me some.
I can't. Vought destroyed every vial.
You're lying, Sage.
We need to get to it before Homelander does.
We're upping the stakes on Homelander.
If you release this thing, he just flies up into space until it's all over, right? We have to find some of this V1.
I know where to start.
Girl, Marie.
Oh, good call.
Can she?
Maybe blood?
You knew Butcher had the virus. You defrosted me just to send me into the wood chip.
No.
Well, joke's on you. Because I'm going to live and you'll die.
Jeez,
Look at you. Just the softest, wettest boy.
Wow, every wound of his.
You're nothing at all.
You know who took care of him? Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, Noir. A little connective tissue there.
I think they might bring back the comic ending for Noir with the way the season's going.
Oh.
And those two photos just now side by side.
You know what this means, right? If we do get this V1, you and Kimiko could take some.
Oh, I thought it was more about Noir hating so the whole thing with season 3. Whatever. Who knows?
Who knows?
No.
Whoa. Zoe, take it easy.
Put him away, kiddo.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh.
Tell us everything that you know about V1.
The first generation V. Soldier Boy has in his veins that made him immune to the virus you're working on with William Butcher.
Second screen.
We think that Homelander is trying to get that V1. And if he does, he lives forever. And you will be just as the rest of us.
Is there any way to use the V1 to make a V1 virus?
Follow me.
Surprised you didn't draw those conclusions yourself, good sir.
Second screen.
After you.
Oh, you mean because they keep repeating shit? Is that why you're saying that?
Oh, kind of. Good way to bring him back and repeat the information. It's economical.
Sweet, the pimp house from Gen V.
It smells in here.
You're right. It smells like an Abercrombie got by a 7-Eleven.
It's Vibro Mango Thunder Body Spray.
Everyone,
Hey.
this is Maverick. Translucent sun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sup, player?
Vought, they're all a bunch of liars. They said a cartel supervillain killed my dad. Mr. Edgar was the only one that told me the truth.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
It was Homelander.
Oh, my
Homelander
God.
killed
Looks
my
at
dad.
Hughie.
Oh, no. That's not going to turn out well.
Everyone's looking at you.
Wow, Homelander.
Maverick, Zoe, Marie Moreau? What, are you trying to start your own teenage kicks or something?
Uh-huh.
It's back.
V1 was barbaric and unstable. Dr. Vaught's first test subjects at Dachau, he murdered thousands, only to achieve 5 successes.
Jesus Christ.
Even after Vaught defected to the Allies, he kept testing V1 on a ready supply of U.S. servicemen.
Why am I not
Steve
surprised?
Rogers.
Kinda, there's a lot of that.
Dr. Vaught stabilized the formula in the 50s and swept all mention of V1 under the rug, like every other sordid chapter in this company's history. You think Vaught wanted a paper trail to Dachau? This is every surviving file from Project Vaught's. If you want to look through them, be my guest.
Well, that's absolutely what we want to do.
Got a little glare. Little mad
Zoe?
dog.
Zoe, wait.
He was got beef with all the kids here.
What happened to your mom was awful. I didn't know that Butcher was gonna... I didn't mean for her to get hurt.
She didn't just get hurt.
I promise.
I woke up alone to see my mom ripped in half.
Sorry.
Then I got chucked into Red River because my dad is probably dead too. So go f yourself.
Your dad's not dead.
Disappointment. The pitiful disappointment you are. Pathetic.
Every father figure and oof.
Jesus could save him.
Dude, the only daddy you really need.
Yes.
Oh my God, let's do some Monty
That's
Python
the way
shit.
we're going.
Let's do some Jesus saves Homelander stuff.
Yes, but
my
it's
God.
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh my boy.
I adore this. This is amazing.
What is wrong?
My father and my son, it's all falling apart.
No, it's exactly what needed to happen.
Oh.
You're about to ascend, become immortal, divine, a true God.
Oh my God.
Just what he needs to hear from himself.
I know you think love is weak and human, but who is more loved than Jesus? And why should he have more love than you?
Oh my God! Ascend, Homelander.
A million people save me.
Well, And you baptize
Put yourself in some
the
candles, bro.
unfaithful in their own blood.
Baptize the unfaithful in their own blood.
And they will love you in their hearts. They'll cry happy tears at the mere thought of you.
Every heart rate will be low.
You have one last task, my love.
Upping the Homelander stakes. Yeah, beautiful.
I had really missed Elizabeth Shue's
Oh
presence.
man, what a scene for Antony Starr.
And also, that was something special. You know, like crazy stuff in this show.
Oh my God, what?
It's kind of far.
Where?
Russia, near the border, I think.
Anybody see you?
No.
What's that?
Fly all the way from Russia, and you couldn't wipe some blood.
It's a cool guy right now.
Caught myself shaving.
You?
Trust me, you don't need a shave.
You really don't need to shave.
Is Butcher in there?
No, but they can lead us to him. We can find him and kill him.
Oh my God.
He'd kill you.
So I'm just supposed to fly away and hide in my hand.
Zoe.
Forget it.
All four of my mouth, my hand. Afraid and conflicted.
Oh, reuniting with Butcher?
You think I couldn't smell the Tanqueray in your breath?
Well, well, well. Ain't this my lucky day? Should buy myself a lotto ticket. I was planning to nick Zoe, text you from a phone and just wait for you to come running, but hey, fucking Christmas. Nice one.
Real nice one.
You're a right tough lad, ain't you? Killing an old lady and off to Russia.
This is so different.
Maybe I should just put you out of your misery.
You could, but you won't.
And why is that?
We both love the same woman, and we both hate the same. You can be as with me as you like, but we both know I ain't the bad guy. Not really.
His relationship with his dad and now this is interesting.
I just need us to have a proper chat. That's all.
We still don't know if Butcher killed his dad.
Right?
Yeah, I was wondering.
What in the fuck?
Milk bath.
Is that milk?
Breast milk from the NICU at Mount Sinai.
But what, you asked me up here so I can watch you swimming? I'd rather fist myself with a handful of razors. Besides, Cleopatra Jones said there's no V1 to find.
Cleopatra Jones.
And I am going to find it.
Yeah, what makes you so sure?
An angel told me. It's my destiny.
Just when I thought there was a ceiling to how weird you could get.
You've been blessed with immortality. And what have you done with it? Drink and yourself numb. You are a disappointment.
Soldier Boy's father didn't approve of him either.
You know, all I see is a freak. A freak with a bushel of grapes.
More.
Try some just for men.
More gravy. Why so much?
Teenage boys and axe, man.
I mean, I've been there, but also...
Don't try to alleviate your guilt. Don't do it. Not worth it.
You guys are trying to take down Homelander, right?
Rick, I don't think that's such a good idea.
I don't care. He killed my dad. It's the only thing I can think about.
Live your life. Be happy. Fall in love with someone.
I do have a girlfriend.
Really?
The goat.
Save him.
Can I just talk to you for a quick second?
Yeah.
I don't recall this guy having any depth in Gen V. Now he's got so much depth.
Butcher has a scanner, no? Maybe resolution is good enough so we can make out some of the text.
Okay.
Sounds good. I've been watching and I'd like to try out some cunnilingus.
All you do is get him on the blower, tell him you want to see him. He rocks up, you chuck the shit in his face.
A pub just like his father taking his boy.
Homelander raped your mum. He's gonna burn everything down. Normally, I don't put no stock in any of that bollocks about destiny. But if anyone's got one, it's you.
Destiny, boy, embrace it.
I throw this virus at him. What'll happen to me?
He'll die. I'll be close by and we'll go together.
He's really leveling with him.
Damn, dude.
Treat him like an adult.
All three of us.
You're asking me to kill myself?
You wouldn't be the first lad to throw his life away in a war, but you would be the first to save the world doing it.
That would be honorable.
Wow.
How fetch is the point?
Now let's get a heartwarming montage of them bonding drunkenly.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy's getting all this heat.
Yeah.
You would be listening to Limp Bizkit
in a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
His hair's doing most of the heavy lifting. Like, you shave his head, he's the gayest sailor in
So
Fleetwood.
Black Noir is actually just silent now?
I'm wondering if he's Black Noir 1 somehow?
Homelander really didn't want me to come along. He didn't, mention my name even once. Why do you ask them?
Because they get shit done.
Hey, he's back.
Yeah.
One day when I was 5, my parents died in a tidal wave of molasses. Then I was raised by 4 geese and an agoraphobic fox. And then he took me on his egg-shaped spaceship to Orc because Mork and Mindy is a Netflix documentary.
Shazbot.
Orson married us.
Orson?
And the rest is history.
Nanu.
Spin-off.
Homelander asked you to come along?
Personally.
Yeah, buddy. Oof.
She's more powerful than all you guys in this car.
Yeah.
What would you want to do?
We could travel. I can DJ in Berlin.
Travel the world, see the sights.
You want children?
2 girls and a boy, a house by the water, and maybe a Bernedoodle. Peace and quiet.
We might get
After all
closure in the
this killing,
orphan.
I just want a place to call home.
Yeah.
I hope Kimiko dies in the next episode.
Home in the afterlife.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Why?
All
Why?
that trust.
Fuck the leather, fuck lace. Here's to the bird who sits on your face.
Do you think that I might turn into my dad?
I don't know.
Depends on the choices you make.
My mom, Aunt Grace, the others, all I do is just hurt people. I can't be around anyone.
Oh, poor kid.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy on the phone?
Without us, without Soups, the world is a better, safer place.
I'll do it.
Hardcore.
So Fort Harmony was an army hospital where Frederick Vaught worked. The government designated it top secret and then decommissioned it after the war.
Why is that square blurry?
Because they don't want you to know what it is.
Now, I bet you a porterhouse at Luger's, that's where Vaught was testing the V1. There's any more left out there, that would be the place to look.
Standard Myers.
Oh.
Were you followed?
Hell no. Homelander's looking for the V1 just like we are.
Doors, munitions grade. Same as a NORAD bunker in Cheyenne Mountain.
It will hold.
Oh, God. Hey, worried, though. Worried, though.
Yep, there she goes.
So, we're trapped down here. What's the plan?
Wait, has anyone seen Zoe?
Ugh.
Why would Zoe hitch this ride?
She's looking for butchers, so.
Yeah, maybe she figures they
thought.
leave, they'll go to him. Or she can use them as leverage.
How was she able to tell they were out of sight by the time she got out of the van?
It's one of her powers.
Yeah, she has specific van outside the van senses.
Scooby sense, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh my God, maybe she'll bump into Samir.
Oh shit, yeah.
You're helping them? And she thinks Samir's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a strange reunion. Don't kill him.
Those effects got so much better.
Yeah.
They really did.
Dad?
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh my God.
See, Butcher's a good guy.
Totally.
Definitely is. He enabled this reunion to happen.
J. Edgar Hoover.
J. Edgar.
I am not a homosexual.
Told me Zoe was dead. And he's the one who killed Vicky, not Homelander. You all went along with it.
Oh, this is cataclysmic. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
bad.
this is so bad. No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude.
Don't make me shoot your papa.
No, let them go.
He tried to kill us both.
She should grow up like a kid, not like us.
Wow. It's a good thing she can speak now.
Yes, it is.
Or else Zoe would be like, what are they telling me to kill him?
Oh.
Well, that resolved.
Very quickly. Don't worry, we'll call that favor back.
Do we know when she left?
Through the service hatch a few hours ago.
Can we get out that way?
That's precisely where Noir is patrolling.
Well, if that's the case, what are you packing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've been
Not
looking
much.
for those.
Cigars.
Hey.
Oro Blanco, 500 a stick.
You gonna pay me back?
Well, he's in his vices. Mr. Refined.
I've never smoked a cigar.
Same.
Really? Really?
Same.
Ever, ever?
Yeah. Never, ever? Never, ever?
I don't get the, like, high of it, but it's like a ceremonial.
Say you kill Soldier Boy, or Homelander, or even release this virus. When superheroes go out of fashion, something else will just take their place. Corporations must still grow. Money must still be made.
Amen.
Must still be fed.
Yes.
Interesting look at superhero culture in Vought right now.
That is the way of the world.
When this is all over, you're aiming to run Vought again, ain't you?
Like I said, we all have our part to play.
I'm good at this one.
That day ever comes, I have a part to play.
Kill you myself.
And that's to put a bullet in your fucking skull.
Damn, he's gonna Luigi your ass.
He's telling him.
Yeah.
Finally. Showtime.
All Schwarzenegger like.
I want our entire pharma division working on literally nothing but recreating the V1 formula.
Vought destroyed the original formula. That could take years.
Skip animal testing.
Wow.
We have camps full of criminals. Just start using them.
He is drinking so much milk these days.
Tried and true. That's what we do.
This is wonderful.
Is it?
Yep. Which this? Which this? To which are we referring?
What are you drinking?
Oh, she's jealous?
Your value's going down.
Oh,
there you go.
These inner conflicts.
Glock, huh?
Gen 5 7-round capacity with a crisp fucking break.
Well, mine's a much longer barrel. That little Glock, that's good for a late night Harlem stroll, but this here, that's a certified crowd killer.
Wow.
That's a crowd killer. Jesus.
You want to give it a try? Now, some can't handle the kick. Something tells me you'll do just fine.
His entire body of dialogue is one-liners.
It's incredible.
Yeah, you
While
go for
moving
it.
exposition.
Bang each other.
Dude.
Is she trying to have another Homelander?
I gotta hate it to you. I've had hard since I railed Sherry Lewis on the balcony of Studio 56.
Sherry Lewis. Everyone's Googling Sherry Lewis.
I can read people. And the way he looks at you, I ain't never seen him look at nobody like that.
He just wants your approval and your love.
He is the strangest I've ever known. And I've had a threesome with Gary Busey.
Wow. That's saying something. That's a fierce meatball sub.
Oh, might be my favorite Soldier Boy line.
Ryan? Kamiko? Wait, you can talk.
I watched a lot of TikTok.
He's all gone.
Where is Samir?
We let him leave with Zoe. We're not all monsters, you monster.
Should have called him the C word.
You touch her, I'll never make war. So back off.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my God, he stood up to Butcher.
Yeah. And I mean,
And he saw it.
Frenchie does have some skills.
We're still gonna go after Homelander, right?
Not today, we're not.
Then when?
I don't know. A week?
Like 4 episodes from now.
We don't have a month. He's gonna burn everything down like you said. Let's just go now.
Dude, a month. It's about 4 episodes.
Without the germ, you'd just be another
Oh
stupid
my
kid
God.
on a run.
Same old lying, pathetic asshole.
Ryan.
Yeah, but he at least leveled with you.
You toss it and you run like hell. Also, make sure you don't inhale or else you're gonna knock yourself out too. Once all the bodies are down and the smoke clears, we'll come out and get you. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
I wonder if the Deep's going to reveal that Hughie killed Translucent.
It's got to happen because of a father and son episode.
I could totally see it. That would be the worst possible thing to have happen right now.
How many more people are we gonna kill and then their kids come after us? And then we kill them and it's this vicious cycle that never f***ing ends.
Kill Bill thing.
It's been a long time since I've been around someone who trying to make things better instead of stopping them from getting worse.
Hey, that's a good distinction. Hate this. Hate this. Hate this. God damn it. God damn it.
I would like walk keeping that really low.
What the fuck is that? Hey, I got an invisible kid here. It stinks like Vibro Mango Thunder body spray.
Burns my nose.
How come you never told me it was Homelander that killed him?
Bro, Homelander didn't kill your dad. It was Butcher's crew. They blew him up, stuffed his body parts in a box and dropped him in the East River. Saw with my own eyes.
I love that we're getting a close-up on an invisible boy's reaction.
Yeah.
Tears.
Deep is talking to an invisible person.
Oh my God, no. No, the code. He gave us a code.
Oh no.
Oh shit, dude. Oh, very bad. Very bad.
Fuck.
Well, doesn't hurt to destroy the camera now.
They were just here.
Grab the cigars.
Yeah.
Oh,
you.
They've made him interesting again.
Oh no.
I mean, instant karma, but
Stick together.
That's not the last we see of him.
Yo! Nice work, Robocop.
Probocop.
Got rid of Noir, too.
Whoa, damn. Ain't trusting either of you. He's creating his own little sub-team. Little mutiny going on.
Sorry, bro. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Roll it. In
too deep. I don't understand what he's doing.
I don't yet either. I know he doesn't trust Noir because of the way he's been acting, but
maybe bringing Edgar in solo, he feels like he can finally
he'll get the points
in the good graces again. No, the vibro.
Use it.
Yeah, make a little flamethrower out of it. Use the rocher.
Because that would burn his nose, too.
Yeah. Mango thunder. Nice.
It was you, wasn't it? You killed my dad. Get the
Season 1, we're back.
Nice.
Oh, no.
You're right. It was me. Cold comfort, but I killed my dad, too.
Psycho.
I felt all this hate, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. It's not the answer.
It's the only answer.
Baby snaking him. Oh, shit.
Eric, stop. I don't want to fight you.
Good aim.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Coming on the ground. Yeah. Ow. Oof. Honestly, solid looking invisible guy.
It really is working.
No,
Oh my
he was
God.
kind. Yeah, Hughie was kind to you.
Oh. Hey. Oh. Wow.
Is Maverick?
Drenched in blood again. After being drenched in Translucent's blood, drenched in his son's blood.
Same thing.
Everything's gonna be okay. I'm here.
Everything just getting worse. Or how I should try to make him better. Planet Homelander.
Dad?
Ryan, hey you.
Hey you.
I wonder if he would kill his own son.
I see him as able to.
I need to ask you.
For my forgiveness, you already have it.
God, he's surrounded.
I do have some pretty exciting news. I am going to live forever now.
Did you rape my mom?
Of course not. Who told you? Did William Butcher tell you that?
Oh no.
Your mother and I, we had an affair.
Your heart's racing.
I am offended.
Oh no. I feel like Homelander would kill Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Ryan.
I don't know where this is coming from because your mother, she came on to me.
Wow, bro. Using all the lines. Say something about what she was wearing.
Ryan, buddy, look what came out of it. My son, a blessing.
That's an admission. Wow, yeah. Half.
Oh yeah, he's gonna pummel his kid.
He's
gonna pummel his kid right now.
Yeah.
Look at what you made me do.
Oh no.
Oh,
he's gonna hit him.
Oh my God, dude. No. Wow. Oh my God.
Okay, so the virus is gone. Samir took off with Zoe, and Butcher went after Ryan.
In 1963, a troop of Boy Scouts was found dead in the woods near this Fort Harmony. The rib cages of their tiny body ripped open.
And this is good news?
Oh yeah? The files are no longer redacted?
Let's do this with the Epstein shit.
Well, that's where we're headed.
How many of those did you take? Oh, wow. What did that graffiti on the wall behind them say? Something not woke. Oh, he almost did the, power hands thing.
The Illuminati.
You could have died, Hughie.
I'm okay.
And I think if that happened, I wouldn't come back from that. This was easier when I was on my own.
Annie.
No,
Annie. God damn it, Annie.
Everyone feels like the world's better off without them.
Look who I brought.
Yeah.
Good call, John.
Finally did some right for once.
He's being rewarded by the Lord. Give Stan a good death.
Yeah.
We have much to discuss.
Oh, okay.
He's got to make the new V.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's breathing.
Yeah. Powerful. Oof.
In a violent show, maybe the most violent thing I've seen. That was The Boys Season 5, Episode 3. Like to thank Prepper for editing down such easy, palatable YouTube content. Woo! Appreciate it. If you guys want to sync up with your own copy over on Patreon and watch it in its entirety. Also, exclusive watch-alongs with these gentlemen. Greg, what do you think?
I think a lot of things, Coy.
Do you? First reaction. Be gentle with them in the comments.
Every day.
Jesse T. Usher was credited. I wonder if that's because he was in the opening. No, he wasn't. Anyway, you were saying?
There's probably a picture of him.
This season's going to nail it.
Yeah.
This season's going to nail it. My God. I was like, maybe he's dead, maybe he's not, who knows? When it came to fucking Ryan, right? And I it go either way. If they kill him off, great. I love that Homelander turned against him ultimately. And he has just gotten lost into thinking he's the new Jesus Christ. That's genius right there.
Where else do you go? It's great.
It's genius for a show that has been commentating on how one side of the political aisle tends to really weaponize Christianity. I love it when, you you got someone who's in power who thinks they are the second coming of Christ. Can't know where does that come from? What? Huh? Anyway, so that was like really fun. And this is like just the immediacy stakes are so strong. It is like pulse pounding in a way where you really don't know where it's going to go. A lot of times by the time you get to a final season, you're like, well, it has to land here, right? It's got to land here, and we got to wrap up this thing, and we got to wrap up that thing, and then now they're wrapping this shit up. But they keep mixing stuff up with Homelander and Soldier Boy and putting out that that's his dad, and then Soldier Boy's then sleeping with Firestar? What's his name? Firecracker. There's like some parts where I feel like some of the execution's a tad off, specifically when it comes to the stuff with like Samir and Zoe. It's not all like it's not outright bad or something like that. It's the part of the execution that I feel like is not as strong as it's surrounded by a lot of incredibly strong elements. Then you got this one part where it feels a tad rushed. But outside of that, man, this is just damn good television. I have no idea really how it's all going to wrap up or go outside of like, I imagine Butcher and Homelander both die by the end. They both seem like they should die.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think it's damn good television, man. I'm really happy with the way this is all progressing.
Likewise.
John?
I would agree. I mean, this has been, I feel like this has been the strongest it's been since season 2 in a consistent manner. And I feel like they've recalibrated in a way to where, like the shocking stuff is a little bit more, it is done with purpose rather than we're just having fun. And it feels nice to have like less an array of like, here's a bunch of stuff happening versus here's like I feel like the plot has its momentum and is like headed toward a destination. And I can feel, like you said, the pulse and the tension of that. And I like there are certain things here that feel like if you weren't in a final season, they could be expounded upon, like all the stuff in the bunker and all the stuff with Samir and Zoe especially seems like, especially just having that kind of boiled to one scene for how significant the virus is feels, certainly abrupt. But all the Homelander, Ryan, Butcher stuff especially I thought was really strong and interesting here. And, the way that Soldier Boy factors into all that, and this like strange little dynasty that they have, and I like the part of the fun of the whole show is like, what on earth is this Homelander personality going to mutate to when pushed? Like, it's so fun to watch him get pushed into these positions where he's uncomfortable or overwhelmed, but then those always come at the cost of some either greater malevolence or, in this case, something that's quite fascinating, which is like a break from reality into the divine. And it was really great just to have a moment with Elizabeth Shue again, because that is one presence that I've really missed since season 1. And there have been a lot of great other characters and a lot of great, flavors that have come into and out of the show since then. But it was really, that was like a standout moment, that vision that he has and that exchange that they have. And yeah, I'm digging the shit out of this for the most part.
I co-sign all both of you said. I think for me, the weak element of this episode, and it got fixed, was I wasn't really identifying with Hughie's choices, and then the speech with Starlight really, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, this is the thesis of the episode, but it really worked. I really liked him trying to prevent the legacy of violence and the difference between like stopping something going wrong and trying to do something right. I really enjoyed that dynamic because it contextualized everyone's choices. So at first I didn't like how heavy-handed they made it obvious it was heavy-handed in everyone trying to stop him from his guilt and going so far above, but it really wasn't working for me until it was like said out loud, and then it kind of gave everything like a nice little shine to it. But for me, the highlight is definitely Homelander's fragility has always been really fascinating. If you've got someone that can do anything, what do they want? And he wants to be loved so much. And every season, it's a different version of that. And every season, his insecurity is his greatest weakness. And it's always him in a place of fragility and insecurity when he ascends to another top. But when you've got a Superman, what do they believe is higher than what they already are? And the actual Planet Vought becomes Planet Homelander visual at the end of his own grandeur, but also the reality of leadership. Like I think if you look at the individual, like a person, I know I myself move the finish line at all times. Like anytime I accomplish something that would have been the dream of 5 years ago, it's nothing and I just go to the next thing. Anytime I look back on my years, I'm like, oh, right, I did that thing and I thought this would make me happy and it doesn't. Like I spent years just trying to make a living without having to like pick what groceries I was buying by what was on sale. And I thought once I could grocery shop, that would be like the peak of comfort. And then, of course, you want more and more. And there is never a point, I don't think, for ambitious people to feel like they did anything, much less something big.
There's no top of the mountain.
Right, there's no end to, I mean, that's why humans go to Everest and die. We always strive for more. And especially with ambitious people, if you add delusion to that, if you add like madness to that, so many stories of leaders becoming mad with power. Like look at the great leaders or the infamous leaders. So I was really curious where Homelander could go past where he reached in 3 and 4. So I love the element of adding full delusion and like the imagery they're playing with and the psychosis and those things, because the point of these shows is to be an elevated version of our reality. And if in our reality, we've got the things we have going on with pure madness, how do you put a cape on that? And I think this does a really good job of being incredibly beautifully sacrilegious while also being a wonderful commentary on the brokenness of men who think that power will make them happy.
Terribly said, Coy.
Always. Were you
Poorly
trying to
said.
put words
all this
together
time?
in an order that is coherent badly?
English, please.
I don't know
Okay.
what it is we do here. Help.
You're not quite the orator you think you are. I'm just saying.
I was just trying to say what I thought in my head out loud.
Alienating the audience. with
These
your
were here,
fancy
and I was
book
trying to put it
learning
here.
and
It
your
was here.
$10 words.
I hope the words were $5 because everything's so
Can't
expensive.
afford your words.
I don't want inflation to be about my words. It's so costly. Afford me.
Everything you're saying is, for the most part, correct, Coy.
Ish.
I got a couple nitpicks.
You're almost,
It's fair.
almost there.
It's fair.
I'd take another pass at that draft.
Give me a little,
But-
just correct me where I'm wrong. Please let me know what I said wrong.
Here's
Internet.
where your opinion really started to go off the rails.
When you're speaking about the madness of the leadership side, Homelander, at the end of the day, it's like he's always been illustrated as this guy who's like, well, as long as mommy likes me, as long as daddy likes me, as my kid likes me. What happens when you get rid of needing the kid's approval? What happens when you get rid of needing dad's approval? Like he brings both back into his life. And I like the idea of him thinking he's Jesus, because Jesus is the Son of God. And it's him thinking he's like the ultimate God.
You're right.
Yeah. And in Christianity, you believe that Jesus and God are one. Like Jesus is God, plain and simple. It's not like, there's Jesus, but God's above him. Like, they're one.
He's the deputy God. No, there's
So to say like, oh, why would you like Jesus more, and then to liken it to the idea of how he's also persecuted too, and Christ was also persecuted. He was crucified. He's become literally the symbol of the cross. And him being told by Elizabeth Shue, which of course is his own psychosis, that you should just get rid of the people who don't agree with you.
Yeah, baptize them in their own blood.
Baptize them in their own blood. It's like clever way. It's cool in creative writing because it is the clever way to put grammar when you're talking to the public and you're like, wait, are they talking about genocide? They're talking about genocide, right?
Giving it a little flavor.
But when you frame it, when you put a framework around it, you can have people not realize that they're talking about genocide right now, but other people look at it as like, no, we're doing this for God. Yeah. Everything about Homelander is rock solid stuff. Do you guys like what's going on with Butcher here about him being like, because as we were all saying, like the father and son, Jesus, God, father and son, everything's father and son tales. What did you say about his dad again?
Butcher said he took him down to the Thames.
What does that mean?
The Thames is the big
the river outside of London.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the implication being put him out to pasture.
Something with the fishes?
Yeah. But maybe he just bought him a nice little, flat by the Thames.
Maybe he got him a canoe.
That his dad actually at the last second got V.
Yeah.
So he'll show up at powered
he's fishing
up
on
with
the
his
Thames.
Yeah, he fights the deep.
That's how we win.
Yeah.
Well, like him taking Ryan to the bar is very visually symbolic of what his dad was doing with him growing up. Yeah. It seems like, though, that I'm the kind of guy who likes if Butcher just decides to just really commit to the goal and become the most ruthless, heartless person.
I think he's going to take V1 himself, and he's going to be the one that fights Homelander.
I think the heart of him will come back out because of storytelling and protagonism.
We need to care about him before he dies.
I'm fine with him throwing Ryan down the pit. I'm cool with just like, go all cynical on my ass. I don't really give a shit. I think that would be fun. But I can also see how that can perhaps undermine some of this 5-season journey we've been on with this individual.
I worry something's going to happen to Terror because he's been in so many episodes now.
Well, do you think Frenchie's going to die? Or do you think they're setting them up to have a happily ever after?
I think either they both die or they're the only ones that make it.
Or Kimiko gets pregnant
and then
Frenchie lives on.
No, I think Kimiko gets pregnant, he dies, and then she gets the kids.
Yeah, and then Frenchie lives on in the babies.
Lives on via...
She names them all Frenchie.
Right, Frenchie too.
Frenchita, and Frenchie.
Francois.
Or two boys and a girl, whatever.
Yeah.
Stan Edgar.
They made him interesting again. I haven't really been invested in that character in a little bit.
Yeah, as he was talking, I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. He showed up when I started to not like Gen V Season 2.
Yeah.
And that was reminding me of that. Like, he's just here to give exposition. That's all fucking Stan Edgar does now. He just shows up to monologue about
I feel like that's all they let Giancarlo Esposito as an actor do now.
Generally.
In other projects and this. They're like, we need someone to talk. Gus Fring?
We need someone whose presence punches up the expositional nature of this dialogue.
Cut to so many movies in the 90s where he gets to be like an actual actor. Like, I feel so bad for Giancarlo post Breaking Bad, where it's like, guys, I have many layers. And he's like, no, you have one, and it's exposition.
Yeah.
Well, I liked them through season 2 through 4, but they had the layer of like, what's the mystery behind his motives, the way he interacted with Starlight, of course, with Newman. So they had depth, and then you'd think there would be some more depth with him. He keeps calling Zoe his granddaughter, but I never really feel like they're
connection.
Yeah, I don't really see that connection. No, not at all. I don't really get
like a ward
with their relationship.
Well, in fact, the stuff we have spent the most time with is the harshest stuff, so it does feel like a pretty nasty. Yeah, all that feels, again, like if it was in the final season or something, we could have done a whole episode focused on being there and the things happening around this place or something, because like they've bothered to have Zoe be a part of the show for so long, and her reuniting with Samir, it should be like, it's not gonna, they're not the mainest characters, so it's not gonna hit as hard as others, but like it should hit, I feel like, and register as an emotional a beat of emotional significance, rather than like the hyper perfunctory treatment it kind of gets here. It does feel like a plot mechanic here, which is sad, because
I felt the moment with Samir destroying everything pretty strong.
I felt that moment
Yeah,
but then there was a quick resolve to that.
That would bother me. I like the reuniting. I felt a little tickle, and then it like quickly was like, got to pivot to the damage, and then the damage I felt, and then I was like, got to resolve it. Like that 1, 2, 3 punch could have been like 10 minutes, and I would have felt all of it more.
This felt like it was a longer episode that they had to find a couple clever ways of like removing portions from or something.
Because it was already an hour.
I also wanted to see what her and Ryan's dynamic is a little more than just that one exchange.
I felt more for Ryan getting, beaten to death than I would have expected. That was one of the more brutal scenes of the whole show for me. Like that was like look away hard to watch a couple times. And the show's a violent show, so it's when something stands out, that's saying something.
Well, that's a moment that highlighted to me like the difference, I guess, between violence and splatter is like there's a lot of like shocking stuff that's treated wacky, but like this is a simple, familiar, tangible act that is also because of the way like movie censoring works. Like one thing I've heard in so many movie commentaries is we had to cut this down from like 10 or 12 or 20 strikes to 3. And so when you see stuff now where it's like 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, it's like it really hits and registers, and it was really harsh and nasty. And like that's a moment where I'm like, I don't love hateful moments, but I'm like, that's a very effective. And then you cut away, and part of me is always like, if we cut away and they're not dead, they're not dead. But at the same time, you still feel like the toll of that. So it kind of cancels out for me the sort of like need to figure out the outcome for just the actual impact.
Well, they're talking about the cycle of violence and the cycle of revenge and everything about father and son and how history can repeat itself through generations.
Yeah.
And even though Butcher was not the one to deliver that to Ryan, because of how Butcher motivates Ryan, I could see how Butcher could feel responsible for what just happened.
100%.
In the same way how Butcher was constantly beat by his own father. So it's just like perpetuating itself still.
I didn't expect to see him breathe at the end. That was a moment. I thought he was dead.
I kind of wish I didn't see it. I would have liked to have just wondered if
Leave
he
an
was
episode,
dead.
leave it for a week. Yeah.
I think it would have felt a little like a cop-out if we thought he died for a week. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If he breathed the first moment of the next episode, I'd be like,
you're not a Doctor Who fan. That's what they do.
People be dying.
Cliffhang us with the worst case scenario, and then first minute of the next episode. It's cool. He's fine. Actually, he's better now.
Stronger.
He absorbs some Homelander's power.
I'd love to know what you guys think. It was a hell of an episode. It's been a hell of a season. We are a third of the way into the final season of The Boys. That is effectively Act 1. We got ourselves a Jesus. We got ourselves some father-son guilt. We got some tension amongst the boys and the 7.
He's going to team up with David.
Some V1s coming. And now that biblical...
Homelander megachurch is coming.
That little biblical moment's got a lot more context now. That seed's been planted, flowering into full delusion. We'll be back next week for episode 4. Stay tuned for lots of coverage of this, Daredevil, movies, all the stuff. Hit that subscription bell, press all the buttons, leave a comment, let us know what you thought. We'll see you soon.